Mark. All right, welcome to McAllen ISD. It's football night in McAllen ISD, and we're ready for tonight's game between McAllen Rowe and La Jolla Palmview. I'm Mark May with Mario Reyna. There's our veteran of the week, Mr. David Martinez, who served over 20 years in the U.S. Marine Corps, rising to the rank of Gunnery Sergeant. Appreciate him for his service. Served in Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom as well. Now we've got our color guard coming out as we get ready for the national anthem. And we see our color guard there, led by the U.S. flag bearer, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Edgar Salceda. Texas flag bearer is Cadet First Sergeant Jose Martinez. Carrying the right rifle is Cadet First Sergeant Meredith Soto, and with the left rifle is Cadet Staff Sergeant Melanie Urias. About ready for our national anthem, which will be performed by two singers from the McAllen Rowe Mariachi Azteca.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, very well done by two students from the McAllen Nikki Rowe High School's Mariachi Azteca. Mariachi Azteca finishing in the top 10 programs in the state of Texas each of the last 2 years. We can certainly see why they're excellent job there in the national anthem. Well, let's go with our keys to the game. And Mario, how do you see this game unfolding here tonight? It's a district opener between these two, Rowe and the Lobos.
That's a big key. It's a district opener, and we've had a 45-minute lightning delay. Will that play into it? But both teams are wanting to establish the offense, and they want to avoid staying behind. A big deficit is not good for both teams. And, of course, let your playmakers make the big plays.
Yeah, and early deficits, I think is key. I mean, we've seen that with Rowe in their two losses, both times falling well behind and then coming back, but falling just short as they enter tonight's game 0-3. Lobos enter at 3-0. But I think, obviously the Lobos should be pretty confident, but Rowe, with the way they played, they're probably more confident a little bit too.
Yeah, I mean, one team's coming in at 3-0, and the other team is 0-3, but we saw, Rowe here, they could have easily been 2-1. So, and then it looks like the Lobos have played a light schedule. So I think this is a very evenly matched game. You'll go back to the keys to the game and avoiding penalties and like anything else, turnovers.
Yeah, Lobos have played 3-5-8 teams, but you're right, teams not quite as strong as Rowe's schedule, having played Harlingen South, and they went on the road to Los Fresnos, a 6A school, and then played Mercedes, losing in overtime by 1 point just last week. So Nikki Rowe and La Jolla Palmview, the Lobos getting ready to kick off here in a moment in a district opener, District 16 5A. Let's go ahead and go with our player profile. This is, earlier this week, we talked to John Salazar, defensive end.
My name is John Salazar, and I play DN for the Nikki Rowe Warriors. My responsibility as DN is to contain the outside and don't let anybody get on me. The biggest challenge is probably going against people who are bigger than me, but I never back down from anybody.
So 1st and 10 at the Warrior 14-yard line. Handoff. And tackled by Salazar on after the handoff to Sanchez.
I remember one play. It was a 3rd and third and something, maybe second quarter, and we needed to stop. So then I chased a guy down the line and I got him behind the line. RTD stands for Road Tomahawk Defense. We prepare a lot. We know what we have to do. We know the chance we have. I know how great this team is, how hard these guys work. And all it takes is one game to turn everything around. And these games we've had are non-district, and I've just gotten us ready for district games.
All right, there we have the coin toss going on at midfield. We're just about a minute away from kickoff. You can see the captains here for Rowe tonight. Number 27 there, Nomar Aguirre. Number 6 is Mateo Castillo. 23, Draven Nieves. And then 44 is linebacker Nick Hartman. Had a lightning delay before tonight's game. Delayed us about 45 minutes, but we're ready to play some football here in just a moment. You got Nikki Rowe in green on the left, and we got Lobos in white on the right. Let's look at our players to watch. First of all, Kyle Pazan. He's a running back for the Lobos. You see him right there, number 27, running back. He'll be getting the ball quite a bit tonight, although they do have a bevy of running backs. They have a bevy of receivers that they like to go to. This is a team that will definitely run and pass in a pretty balanced attack. Meanwhile, looking at the other team, the Rowe Warriors, how about this man? He's a captain tonight, Draven Nieves, a wide receiver. He'll be the chief target that they'll be looking for when they go to the air. And our players to watch. And how about our officials? Couldn't play a game without them. And our officials for tonight, Mario, we have these solid 7.
Yes, and I understand that from the Laredo area, we have the referee Alihir de Leon, and the rest of the officials, Guillermo Gonzalez, Leandro Jimenez, Javier Charles, Osiel Rincon, Fausto Guerrero, and Juan Gomez. They look ready to go.
Yeah, they've got their game faces on too.
Yes,
They get excited and they get pumped up for games just like players do. And there you can see the one-loss records of the two teams. Both teams, Rose probably played a little bit stronger schedule, came close in 2 of their 3 losses. Lobos, solid wins in all three games that they've played this year, and looking to make it 4 straight under Coach Margarito Riquenes.
Yeah, the Lobos have scored at least 28 points in each game. And if you look at the scouting report for the Lobos, Mark, they like to run the ball. But that might be because they haven't been forced to throw the ball. And I'm looking at Coach Bocanegra, probably going to make them throw the ball tonight.
Saw Samuel Ligues back to receive a moment ago, and getting ready to kick off for the Lobos will be Vidal Villanueva, so sophomore. And we're ready to play some football here after a nearly hour delay. After it had lightning, of course, better safe than sorry, of course, the UIL rule. So you have lightning less than a mile away or less than 2 miles away, then they can delay the start of a game for half an hour, which is what happened here. And of course, teams still need a little bit of time to warm up and get in the national anthem and things like that. And we're ready to play some football. Saw a short kick there. It was a fair caught by Nikki Rowe. And they'll have the ball at the, looks like it Rowe's 36-yard line. So good field position for the home team.
And coming into this game, Mark, on the offensive side, the Warriors have just been a little inconsistent, but they have shown some signs of having a balanced offense, a good running attack and a good passing attack, and we'll see what's given to them tonight.
And we'll see how Rowe comes out. In their 2 of their 3 losses, they fell behind early in those games. They were able to catch up late, but falling short. See what happens here if they come out aggressive. And here they're going to flare this out to the right to Ligues. And Ligues, not much space there as the Lobo defense spaces it out beautifully. On the tackle on that play, they had number 7, Asiel Moreno, and also number 20, Gael Acosta.
Moreno doing a good job right away. He read when Teo knew the pass was out there, and basically no gain on that one.
Yeah, 2nd down and 10 now. Theo back to pass, going to throw this left side, and this is caught. Looks like Mateo Castillo on the catch and gets up to about the 38-yard line. He'll bring up 3rd down and long.
And that's something that Lobo coach Riquenes has been talking about, that he's impressed by his defense. They are very quick. They get to the ball fast, and we've seen that so far in the first 2 plays of the game.
So 3rd down and 8. Man goes in motion. That was Nieves. Now there's a flag down. It's going to be a false start against the Warriors.
now on the false start. I mean, those 5 yards always, especially when you try to get a first down, they were 3 and 8 now. They're 3 and 13, and you just got to be careful also not to get a turnover early on and give good field position to the Lobos.
So 3rd down and 13 now. Boteo back to throw over the middle. This is almost intercepted. It's incomplete, but very nearly picked off by the linebacker, Leonidas Chapa. Gonna bring up 4th.
The Warriors lucked out on that. That ball should have been intercepted. I don't know if maybe the ball slipped out of the hands of Mateo, but it was underthrown because there was a receiver in the area that was open. As we take a look at the replay, I don't think it just came out the way it wanted to.
You see the replay there, right in the midst.
Yeah, he's going to think about that all night long. Chapa.
So 4th down and 13. Rowe has the punting unit out there. No pressure. Nice punt here over to the left side. Won't be a return. It's going to take a little bit of a Lobo bounce before it's killed by the Warriors at the 32-yard line in Lobo territory.
And it looks like the Warriors cleaned up a little bit of the punting game, because in the previous games they had some challenges.
10:26 to go in the first quarter. No score as yet. Lobos have their first possession. Lobos in white with the red and black. Warriors in the green and gold and gray. Lobo receiver, Michael Navarro will line up wide to the left side. Here's a handoff straight ahead.
And who, Mark, other than the player that was highlighted today, John Salazar? We're going to call him out a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Guarantee you.
They're on the first tackle there. It was actually at the line of scrimmage, so I'm going to bring up 2nd down and 10 now.
Salazar coming into this game with 11 total. 7 solo tackles and 4 assists. It could have been stats for only 2 games, but you will be calling his name a lot tonight, Mark.
And 2 different quarterbacks were warming up for the Lobos, so we'll get that straightened out here for you in a moment. As the first pass is complete. It was a pass complete by Josue Esparza and caught by Joe Esparza, both juniors. It's complete all the way up to the 44-yard line and a gain of 12 and a first down.
When you don't expect passing, sometimes it surprises you. And I'm always impressed by any quarterback when they go against their throwing motion and they're able to complete the pass.
Lobos a team that like to run and throw, pretty balanced as far as that goes. They come with the wing right. And they're going to give this to Bazan. Bazan trying to get outside to the right side. Able to break a couple of tackles before he's finally brought down just inside Warrior territory at the 48-yard line, a gain of 8 on the play.
That's what makes Kyle Bazan a very difficult runner to bring down. He came into this game with 25 carries, 232 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And a lot of that one was basically himself, just keeping those legs going. He looked like he was dancing out there.
2nd down and 2, high snap. Esparza running this to the right side, picks up the first down, gets across the 45 to the row 44. That'll move the chains after a 4-yard pickup.
Anytime you're on the field with your first offensive possession and you get a first down, it just keeps you it gives you so much motivation to keep it going, and we'll see that's what the Lobos do here in the first possession.
Esparza is still in there at quarterback. They also have Joseph Martinez that they will use. Esparza is going to hand this off. Bazan, sweep right. Bottled up after a short gain. He'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's something that, in talking to Coach Robert Bocanera, defensive coordinator for the Warriors, Mark, he talked a lot about his defense was very resilient last time. They created a lot of turnovers, but he was also concerned with the missed tackles, as we saw there in that replay there. A couple of missed tackles, and they worked on that real hard in practice.
2nd down and 8. Esparza steps up in the pocket, and this is incomplete. Kind of skipped off the hands there of Joe Esparza, and it'll bring up 3rd and long.
was a pretty good pass for the Esparza connection, but it was just not completed. And it scrambled up the middle and put it right between the 1 and the 0.
Closest defender on the play, Nomar Aguirre.
And now some passing down. See,
third down and
put
8.
it up in the air.
3-man rush. Rose blitzing a linebacker. Esparza gets through that. Now taking off running. Flag goes down. Has a first down all the way down to the 30-yard line, but there is a flag down.
That was a pretty good decision by quarterback Esparza, but it's probably going to come back on a penalty. And so far in the games we've seen up here, Mark, penalties have hurt teams constantly.
Holding. 52 on the offense. To 10 yards from the previous spot. Remains third down.
Yeah, it seems like the crews from out of the valley call a tighter game, don't they?
They don't. Yeah, that's what we've noticed, right? They don't hesitate to throw penalties. And this year, this Rio Grande Valley football chapter, they're using a different method of assigning officials. Talk about it later.
So, third down and 18 now. Esparza steps up in the pocket, but he's going to get sacked. As Rose blitz came through, just crashing through like a bull in a china shop, and brought him down. On the tackle was 22, Carlos Torres.
He might not get credit for the tackle, but number 99, Alejandro Posada, he's the one right there. He created the problem, Alejandro Posada. And number 22 came in there and finished the tackle. And what happens, Mark? Now they have to punt because of that penalty. It's almost like a indirect, kind of like a turnover, to be honest with you.
Yeah, 4th and 22. Here's the punt. And Rowe won't generate a return. It's going to take a Lobo roll all the way down to the 16-yard line. So an excellent punt there by the Lobos. And Rowe will be setting up shop once more.
And perhaps, Mark, neither offense got their first possessions going. It could be that lightning delay, you know. Could it affect the offense more than the defense?
Yeah, usually offense depending much more on timing and
rhythm.
precision. Yes, and rhythm. Harder for them to get started than a defense.
Look for the Warriors to have a couple of running. You know, they have a good running back in number 25, Samuel Liguez.
That's who they're going to give it to here on first down. All the way up to across the 20 to about the 24. Actually, correction, that was Alec Anzaldua with his first carry.
Right outside the tackle. A burst of speed, exactly what they needed. 2nd and 1, beautiful run, good blocking on the right side of the offensive line for the Warriors.
Yeah, got 9 yards out of it. Handoff here on 2nd down and short yardage. And again, it's Anzaldua. It looks like he has enough for the first down. Rowe has their first down.
So that's very, very important, especially, Mark, because they started deep in their own territory. They need to get a couple of first downs, get that offensive machine going.
They hand it off again. Anzaldua this time hit at the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be held for no gain. Several Lobos in there on the tackle, including number 2, J.D. De Anda. So 2nd down and 10 now at the Rowe 27-yard line. Three-man defensive front. They're going to blitz one. And this is skipped off a receiver and intercepted here by the Lobos. Lobos trying to generate a return here at the 30, now at the 20, and down near the 15-yard line. Lobos get the first turnover, first big play of the night, and are in plus territory.
And when we take a look at the replay, it was an excellent throw by Mateo. Looked like the receiver was right open, couldn't hang on to it. And what do you call it as you look at the replay right there, Mark? Right in between there. And a good job of being alert.
Yeah, tipped up in the air.
That's what you do. They practice that drill all the time. Maximilian Solis, the junior, was ready for that.
Here they run their first play. From the 17. Maybe a yard there as Rowe strung that out well.
And you know, Mark, last time we had people all over the United States looking at this production. As you take a look at the replay, we heard from somebody in Alaska, but get this time. We're watching from Clear Creek Cabin, 7 miles north of Almont.
5 yards, first down.
We have a penalty. Somebody from north of Almont, Colorado, 20 miles southeast from Crescent Butte, a popular ski town. And this is a shout out to Diana and Randy Daly.
Right.
Man, we get people from all over the United States.
So Esparza at quarterback's going to hand this off, surging forward all the way to about the 5-yard line. See who that was. That was the first carry for the running back, Angel Chapa.
Angel Chapa right up the middle, Mark. Anytime you have a 1st and 5, you know the offensive coordinator is thinking, hey, we got to get those 5 yards. We got 4 plays. They're going to run it up. And now it's 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. Run time.
4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. 2 tight ends in there for the Lobos. They gotta hand this to the fullback. And just a big scrum there trying to surge his way forward.
It's like a rugby play, right?
Yeah, look just like rugby. Let's see where they spot this ball. Looks like it'll be at the 3-yard line.
And here's where you have, where you know your offensive line. Is your offensive line going to be more powerful than the opponent's defensive line? I mean, everybody knows they're going to run the ball more than likely up the middle. You don't want to risk a fumble outside, but if you do have some good running back with speed, well, then everything is wide open for you.
Here they go with the full house backfield. 3 runners in the backfield. They're going to hand this off to the middle back. Searching forward near the goal line. Is going to be stopped at the 1 and bring up 3rd down and goal.
Here's where when you have a good center, Mark, that's when you make things go like the Philadelphia Eagles. He retired. That guy, man, he always guaranteed you a 1st down. With him and Jalen Hurt. What do they call that? The tush push? Or
the
something?
tush push, yes.
Here we go. It's
that
coming.
may be what they're about
there
to do
it is.
here, and it is. You called it, Mario, on 3rd and goal.
No signal so far.
And now they signal
Now
touchdown. Touchdown for the Lobos. So quarterback sneak by Esparza, and they got in there for the touchdown with 3:17 to play in the first quarter. And the Lobos lead 6-0.
And we talk about turnovers. So give credit to the Lobos converting on a turnover, getting 6 points out of that.
Here's the extra point try. It's up high enough, long enough, and good. The kicker is Sebastian Rios.
And Rios is now 10 for 10 for the season, Mark.
All right, so there's one more look at the 3rd and goal tush push that got them into the end zone for the touchdown. Lobos lead 7-0. We'll be back with more football night in McAllen ISD.
In South Texas, we know family is everything. That's why at South Texas Health System Clinics, we focus on providing exceptional care for generations of patients. Our family practices offer a wide range of services for every member of your family, from infants to seniors. Our experienced physicians take the time to listen and provide personalized care, ensuring the health and well-being of your family for years to come. At South Texas Health System Clinics, we're dedicated to keeping families healthy and happy. We're here for you every step of the way.
And welcome back. The Lobos leading 7-0 here in the first quarter. Here's the kick. This is going to be high up in the air, and looks like it'll be fair caught by Rowe at the 35-yard line. Rowe taking no chances on a possible muff or anything like that. And for Nikki Rowe, they'll be in good field position again, trailing here 7-0 with 3:17 to go in quarter number 1.
You know, both coaches, Mark, they almost reflect the same kind of careers. Robert Flores at Rowe, 11 years, he's 52-3. And Coach Riquenes with the Lobos, he is in his 10th year, and he's 55-50. And they were kidding around at the beginning. I asked them what the keys to the game are, and after this play, Mark, I'll give you the keys to the game that the two coaches talked about.
By the way, the scoring drive, 4 plays, 17 yards. It was set up by the interception by Max Solis. Esparza with the 1-yard touchdown run. Here's Rowe with the big play here, all the way up to the 45, a gain of 10.
The Warriors have shown us this year, Mark, they are capable of getting those yards, but it's just the little mistakes that's hurting the team.
Here's Boteo. This looks like a busted play here. And able to run this forward.
So Coach Flores and Coach Riquenes are friends, of course. They've been competing against each other. Mark, I never asked coaches together what the keys to the game was, but it was hilarious. Coach Riquenes was telling me that the keys to the game was for Coach Flores to have forgotten the scouting report.
And here's the ball goes over Munoz's head. He has to slide on it. I was going to point out there's a new quarterback in there, and Albert Munoz. He had the busted play on first down, and now a snap over the quarterback's head. He has to follow on it back at the 30.
That's a big play, Mark. That's a big play. It could have been another turnover where the Lobos would have gotten the ball deep in Rowe Warrior territory. Looks like we're going to have a time. Timeout.
3rd down and 25. And timeout called here by Palmview. We're going to do the smile cam now here while we have timeout. Smile cam, everybody having a good time here tonight. A little bit humid out after we had rained for a couple hours leading into the game. Here's a pass over the middle. This is caught. Got most of the lost yardage back, and it's going to bring up 4th and short. Gets it all the way up to about the 42-yard line. A pickup of 12 on the play. A nice catch and run there by Luis Bettis.
Good throw also, and even though it did not get a first down, getting 12 yards will set up the Warriors to punt it and pin down the Lobos a little bit deeper back. Getting back to the scouting report, how about that, Coach Riquenes asking Coach Flores, and then Coach Flores asking Coach Riquenes to make some bad offensive calls. They were having fun before the game. Good friends. Trouble.
And this goes over the punter's head. Racing after it and able to just barely get the punt off. And it's going to go into Lobo territory. So Rowe dodging a bullet there, evading disaster.
So one thing I was going to ask Mark, there's no flag on that play, even though the punter got hit. I think once you act like you're going to run, you don't have that protection. If we take a look at the replay.
We see it here.
See, once he acted like he's running and then Dax, then if that would have been just a regular play, there could have been a penalty. But because I think he acted like he was running, he's not protected anymore.
Yeah, ball went over the snap. The snap went over the punter's head. So 1st and 10 here with a minute 16. The left to play in the first quarter for the Lobos. Got a new quarterback in there, and that's number 9, Joseph Martinez.
On the stop, number 44, Nicholas Hopkins.
Gain of 1 on the play.
That's what the Warrior defense can do to you. They can shut you down, but then sometimes because of poor tackling, they give up the big plays.
Last 40 seconds of the first quarter. Lobos up by 7. Facing a 2nd and 9 here. Quarterback rolling out Martinez.
Nice.
And hits his man. It's Esparza over by the road territory at the 41-yard line.
A very nice throw, and it looked like the quarterback on that play, he had somebody on him. And he still stayed focused, concentrated. Take a look at the replay right here. Somebody's almost on him, and he still made the right throw. And when it looks like a quarterback's going to run, Mark, it freezes the linebackers and it freezes the defensive backs. They don't know whether he's going to run or he's going to throw.
Could be the last play of the first quarter. Quarterback wants to keep it himself. Martinez rushes it forward for a short gain before he's brought down by
22.
Yeah, Carlos Torres. Second time we've called his name.
Carlos, and also in a tackle right there was Nicholas Hartman, one of the leading tacklers on the Warrior defensive side.
So that's the end of the first quarter, and the Lobos lead at 7-0. We'll have the second quarter coming up in a moment. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD. All right, welcome back. Mark May with Mario Reyna, the rest of our award-winning MITV broadcast crew, bringing you this exciting game, the District 16 5A Division I opener between the Palmview Lobos and the Rowe Warriors. Lobos lead 7-0 as we start the second quarter. Here's the quarterback Martinez keeping it himself, dances through would-be tacklers and gets close to the first down marker. And we'll see where they spot this. They are going to call it a first down. So he got all the way to the 31-yard line.
And what a luxury for Coach Riquenes. When you have two quarterbacks that can play, that means you have two different style of runners. One of them might be quicker than the other one. One of them might have a better arm than the other one. So it makes it a nightmare for the defensive coordinators and for the defense to see what kind of adjustments they have to make.
Just underway in quarter number 2. Lobos on the march now. First down at the row 30. New quarterback back in there. It's Esparza. Yeah, Esparza able to run this forward all the way to the 26 and picks up 4.
And the other thing it does when you have multiple quarterbacks, they will not get tired. They will always have fresh legs. They might be running a little bit quicker. No, I'm looking at for Coach Riquenes, and I will tell which one he is. I was talking to him, having a great conversation. I don't know where he is. Maybe he's playing hide and go seek with us.
So the Lobo coaching staff there. So run straight ahead on second down and 6. He's going to bring up third down and short here.
And here's a situation for last week. The Warriors looked like they were going to be going down some more points, and then the big Warrior defense, they did a great job of coming up with some key turnovers that kept them in the games and eventually led to a overtime game against the Mercedes Tigers.
Lobos 1 for 2 on third down. And here's handoff. Outside left tackle, a short gain, but enough for a first down, and Lobos will move the chains as they get to the row 18 after gain of 3.
Sophomore 8, Ramirez. I guess he's a running back that will get you those short yards, Mark. I did see him at the beginning of the game, and he's a stocky kind of kid. Looks a little bit too big for just a sophomore, but he'll get you the big yards. Nothing fancy there. He's still in the game.
Along with Bazan in the two-man backfield there. Behind Esparza. Esparza gives to the up back. And that's the second carry in a row there for Ramirez. He's going to spot the ball now at the 17, so a gain of just a yard there and bring up second and 9.
And I'll give a shout out to Ramirez's grandparents. They're very proud of him. And we're looking at Lucy and Robert Torres, Pete Ramirez, Angel, and Selma Iglesias, all. And there's Coach Riquenes. There he is right there. So far he's probably feeling good about things, 7-0. trying to put more points on the board.
A run up the middle. This looks like Bazan is across the 15 to the 14-yard line. It is Bazan. Gain of 3 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down now.
And so far, Mark, so far, the Warrior defense doing a good job of holding Kyle Bazan down. He's the one that came in with 232 yards on 25. And there's the school spirit right there, Mark. What do we call that?
Yeah, the flag bearers, part of the flag corps. Having a good time up there. So 3rd down and about 7. Quarterback wants to keep it. It's Martinez in there at QB. Gets up to the 10-yard line. It's going to be about 2 yards short. And we'll see what Coach McGinnis decides to do here, although I think this might be coming back. Might have been against the offense. They got a flag down.
And now what do? Do you take the penalty? Of course. Put it back a little bit. And was there a penalty? I didn't see the yellow flag.
I thought I saw a illegal procedure call, but apparently not.
And they're going for it. They're going for it, Mark.
Oh yeah, it's a middle school night. We've got the Fossum cheerleaders. Fossum football players are here.
They're going to call a
Timeout on the field. De Leon is here as well. You can see them in blue there on the left side of your screen. So we've got a timeout called here by Nikki Rowe, and during the timeout, we'll have the De Leon cheerleaders.
The Lions.
Yeah, these are all future Warrior cheerleaders.
Look at all that excitement, Mark. They got to be excited to be in front of a big crowd. Friday Night Lights.
The Fossum Falcons, the De Leon Lions, and now the Rowe Warriors. This is the junior varsity cheer, I believe. So having a great time down there.
So this is going to be a big play here, Mark, with 4th and 3 at the 11. I do know that the Lobos, they have a pretty good kicker. He's 10 for 10 on extra points.
I was watching him during the warm-ups, and yes, he was booming it. A good 35, 40 yards out.
I would take the points, and let's see what Coach McGinnis is going to do. He is going to try to take the points, Mark.
Yeah, so facing a 4th down and 3. They decide to bring the field goal unit on. They'll set up on the left hash at the 18-yard line, so a 28-yard field goal attempt. Low snap. Here's the kick. Plenty of distance, and it's good. A 28-yard field goal by the kicker, Sebastian Rios. And it's 10-0 now in favor of Palmview with 7:49 to go before halftime. Score Palmview 10, Road nothing. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in a moment with more Football Night in McAllen ISD.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow, creating more jobs
and more opportunities for all of us.
working together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
And welcome back here at DQ Fan Field, and La Jolla Palmview leading Nikki Rowe by a score of 10-0 here midway through the second quarter. There, that last drive started at the La Jolla started their 45-yard line after a punt by Rowe. Able to drive all the way down for the 28-yard field goal. Now here's a big return by Nikki Rowe. We got a flag down, 2 flags down now, as they're able to carry it all the way up near the 40-yard line.
It's going to be unfortunate with the flag. The Warriors are going to have great field position at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, at least 2 flags out there for this Laredo crew.
Blocking it back. Return team number 32. That's a 10-yard from the spot of the foul. First down.
10 yards from the spot of the foul, which occurred around the 30-yard line. So the ball moves all the way back to the 20. Cost Rowe about 20 yards there.
Yeah, and when you have a struggling offense, it just doesn't help at all.
It's a third penalty on the Warriors. There's been one penalty on the Lobos so far. Here's a handoff. Ansel Dua across the 25 up to about the 27-yard line, maybe the 28. Good run there by Ansel Dua.
Very nicely done, right side of the offensive line.
Yeah, gain of 8.
Blocking.
So Albert Munoz still in there at quarterback. Saw him enter late last quarter. The throw over the left side, incomplete. Looked like it was intended for Mateo Castillo to bring up third down and short.
Ball slightly overthrown. The timing play looked like the ball slipped out of his hands. And Castillo never had a chance. Look for a quarterback, maybe a keeper. Castillo.
And Munoz going to hand this off. And it's Ansel Dua, it looks like. Ansel Dua fighting his way up to the 30-yard line. And very close to a first down. We see where they spot this.
That's a left-right foot thing.
It is.
They got it.
They've got the nose of the football touching the 30-yard line. I think that's going to be just enough. And it is.
It was.
Brings a cheer from the Rowe fans.
That's another penalty mark.
5 yards, still first down.
And now that we're in the fourth game, those are kind of good football that should be happening now in the fourth game. Just lack of execution.
So first and 15 now. So the ball moves back to the 25. Ansel Dua move into a wing position. Rollout, and the pass is incomplete, intended for Castillo. And that'll bring up second and 15.
Now in that possession, it was a good pass, but then the receiver did not catch it. And they put themselves still in a second and long. They would have gotten about 6 or 7 yards. You know, second and 7 or 8 yards sounds a lot better than second and 15.
So Munoz thinking about running it here, trying to get it around the outside. Oh, and a big shoestring tackle there by the Lobos. Terrific defensive play there by Gael Acosta.
Very well done by Acosta.
Loss of 8 on the play. So this brings up third and forever, third and 18 now for the Warriors. Goes back to throw, has time over the middle, and it's caught. It's going to be a little bit short of the first down, but very close. Going to be at the 39-yard line after the catch by Nieves.
Will the Warriors go for it, Mark, or will they try to get a penalty?
Pick up 17 yards there.
They're going for it.
They are going for it on fourth down. Ansel Dua dances his way forward and picks up the first down.
What a gutsy call by Coach Robert Flores. I think he's already down 10-0 with 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go in his own territory, Mark.
That was gutsy.
We have to do something is his thought process.
And they've got a hurry-up offense again. They went hurry-up offense on fourth down. They do it again here on first down. And a pass, second in a row, that Castillo had trouble handling.
But that's not what Castillo usually does. He came in to this game with 15 receptions, 87 yards, and 1 touchdown. He's made some pretty good catches all year. I think he took his eyes off the ball and wanted to run.
Hand off on second and 10. There's a run across the 40 up to about the 43-yard line for Rowe. It's just over 5 minutes to go before halftime. Both teams are still with 2 timeouts in their pocket. Again, hurry up offense here on third down. It's going to be a pass. As this is too high, goes incomplete.
Now
It's
the
intended for
Warriors
Ansel Dua.
Yeah, they have to punt, Mark. You don't want to give a short field to the Lobos. And pretty much there, Mark, the Lobos did not stop the Warriors. There's a timeout. The Warriors stopped themselves.
Haven't seen who was charged with the timeout yet. Now they charge the Lobos with the timeout. It'll be their second. Gonna do fan cam now here at DQ Fan Field.
Let's see who we can recognize from up here. I know we're gonna see a lot of green. Robert Flores.
Yeah, sea of green on one side, sea of red on the other.
Looks like the Warriors are setting up to go for it, Mark.
Fourth down, they will go for it. Muñoz's pass incomplete. Was intended for a teammate Adrian Boteo. Boteo also plays quarterback and play receiver as well. Is tall. They're trying to get it to him on a high pass, but a little too high, even for Boteo, and it'll be first down as the Lobos get a turnover on downs.
So Coach Robert Flores took the risk of trying to get something going, some confidence for the Warriors. And now, because the Lobos take over, they're in excellent field position. And with the kind of kicker they have, they don't have to go too many yards to try to see if they can get at least three points with 4:49 left here in the second quarter.
Lobos with one timeout to work with as well. Pass by Esparza is caught. And the ball comes loose, goes out of bounds, however. And so the ball will be spotted, actually going to be a loss of a yard because of the fumble. After the ball was caught by Jorge Sanchez.
Very well done defensively. Good, sure tackling. And even the good thing he did is try to create a fumble. Give him credit for trying to make a play. That is Sebastian Islas.
Islas, a good cornerback for the Warrior team.
And the Warriors would have had a chance to recover, but the ball went out of bounds.
Clock running just over 4 minutes to go before halftime. Here comes the blitz. And they're going to get him and bring him down. Second sack of the night here for the Warrior defense. And the sack on that time was Alejandro Rodriguez, the defensive lineman.
And I think Coach Bocanera, defensive coordinator, smelled the pass and he sent in a blitz. But it's a big stop. If the Warriors can get a stop and go in just behind 10-0, you don't want to go behind too many points.
Under 3.5 to go, clock running. Third down and 14. So Lobos offense has come out and sputtered 2 straight negative plays. And here Esparza rolls out, now steps up and his pass batted down. That's Nick Hartman.
The captain.
Yeah, got his big hand up there and swatted it down. Said no sir on that one. And it'll bring up fourth down.
And it did look like a receiver was open and he could have gotten a first down, but Hartman knew he was not going to get a tackle. You saw how he waited, Mark, and at the right time he raised his hands and knocked it down. Very good play, solid play.
There's Hartman right there.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Put some more stickers on his helmet.
Yeah, he's a senior. Here's the punt, and Rowe comes very close to blocking that. They put a lot of pressure on there. This will take a Warrior bounce, actually, and it's going to be returned. Actually, a Warrior picked it up off the bounce.
And I'm surprised there was not a penalty in this one, Mark, either. Because if we take a look at the replay, the punter did get hit. I don't think it would have been one of those for a first down, maybe a 5-yarder. But the punter did get hit once we see the replay. Mauro, where's my director? I need a replay. He always gets it for me.
Oh yeah, he comes through. 10-0 our score here, 3:06 to go. And the Warrior defense comes out and holds service, and they'll get the offense back out there.
Well, maybe you can get the replay later. Sometimes we're working on other things. They make our jobs a lot easy.
This is Muñoz. Steps up into the pocket and is brought down. It's going to be officially a running play as he loses 1 yard. He brings second down and 11.
You got good eyes up here, Marcus. It almost looked like there was a fumble because of a mask, a face mask coming out. And there's a face mask, Mark.
Indeed, it was.
And there's
no flag out there, so Lobos catch a break on that one. There's a run right up the
good
middle.
Run.
That's the guess. The guess with the carry there, and he picks up a first down.
And by the officials not calling that face mask, is usually 15 yards. Man, the Warriors would have been like at the 35-yard line.
Pass, and this
another
is
drop.
Dropped, yes, intended for, that was Niavis, the intended receiver.
You know, the Warriors can put up any points here. The way their offense has struggled, it's not indicative of who's controlled the game. But here's an opportunity for the Warriors. They got to take advantage.
Second down and 10 at the Lobo 47. Munoz, short pass. This is caught, and a fumble football. It rolls out of bounds. The Warriors dodge a little bit of a bullet there. It was a short pass caught by Luis Bettis.
And what Luis Bettis should have done was, Mark, he should have gone out of bounds. I mean, there's no need to take a hit right here. Right there, just, you're not going to get anywhere. Get out of bounds. Don't try to hit. And he almost fumbled. He did fumble.
So Warriors over 3 on third down. Pass this off over to the left side. It's going to be short as well, but they might go for this. It'll bring up fourth down at about 3.
If Coach Robert Flores went for it twice on fourth down, even deeper into their own territory, you know, with the ball being at the 41, he's going for it again, the third time. Timeout called by Coach Robert Flores.
So timeout called by the Warriors. That's their second timeout. So let's take a break. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD. Palmview up 10-0.
The Seams Back to School sale is your perfect way to win. 6 weeks of perfect attendance earns students a chance to win a new car from Seams. And any student gets $500 off MSRP at Seams McAllen Ford, or always online at SeamsMcAllenFord.com. Drive local, drive Seams.
And welcome back. We're at the fourth down at the Lobos 41-yard line. Fourth down and 4 here for Nikki Rowe. They're 1 for 2 on fourth down tonight. This might be the third.
These are the plays that win games for you.
Minute 26 to go before halftime. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining. Here's Munoz wanting to throw, and this is incomplete. Looks like it was intended for Niavis. Another receiver in the area, including Bettis. It'll be another turnover on downs.
Give credit to the Lobo defense. It looked like the ball was like it's just not there right now. The timing. The receiver was open.
So Lobos get the ball at the 41-yard line. On first down, 3-step drop.
Wide open.
Man is wide open, caught at the 40, and this is going to be a touchdown. Man was uncovered all the way to the end zone, and it's a touchdown for the Lobos. Michael Novato, 59 yards for the touchdown, and the Lobos take a 16-0 lead here late in the first half.
And in that possession, Mark, it looked like a player was coming in late, a defender for the Warriors. And that's why nobody was there to cover the receiver.
Yeah, they had 10, I think they had 10 defenders out there. And 1 man uncovered. Good job by Esparza to spot the open man. Here's the extra point try, and it's up and good there by Rios, who's now 2 for 2 on his extra points, has a field goal as well. And it's 17-0, 1:13 to go here before halftime. Here's another look at the touchdown. 3-step drop there by Esparza. And you could see Nevada wide open, 59 yards for the touchdown. And it's 17-0 as we go to break. This is football night in McAllen ISD.
Choose to start something good. Choose to leave things better than you found them. Choose to do the little things that matter. Choose to take pride in your neighborhood. If you could choose to do anything, choose to shine.
And welcome back. Mark May with Mario Reyna. La Jolla Palmview up 17-0 over Nikki Rowe. And that was exactly what the Warriors didn't need, isn't it, Mario?
No. They went for the first down. I mean, the Warriors need to create a situation. It didn't work out for them. If they would have, maybe the score would be 10-3, 10-7. There's another fumble, Mark, another trouble. And guess what?
They muff it, and it's going to be Lobo's ball, as the ball was muffed and then skipped off the foot of the Warrior player and ended up as a recovery by the Lobos.
Now things are really looking sour. If the Warriors would have gotten a first down, maybe go down 10-3, 10-7 going to halftime, you know, it's a different feeling. They didn't get the first down, and then lack of execution in that play too. Then a breakdown on the defense, and now you're down 17-0. And maybe even more right now. You know you got a good field goal kicker, so.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line. With 1:05 to go, another pass toward the end zone, and this is incomplete. Looks like it was intended for Esparza, Joe Esparza, and it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Pretty much right now, Mark, with 1 minute and 2 seconds. Plenty of time, short field. It's at the 20-yard line. Palmview does have one timeout. They can run a play if they want to, or they can go into the end zone again. At least 2 more times. If they don't make it, this field goal kid that kicks the field goals, Mark, I don't think he'll have any problems kicking a field goal from right now. It's in his range.
By the way, the fumble recovery on the kickoff, Ruben Bettis getting that one. He's a sophomore. Here's Esparza wanting to throw on 2nd and 10, being flushed out, finally gets rid of it. Incomplete pass. And now they're going to throw a flag. This might be an intentional grounding. Now, he was out of the tackle box, but the pass did not get past the line of scrimmage.
That's the reason, Mark. Man, you know your rules. Maybe you ought to join this Tasso Rio Grande Valley chapter.
Yeah,
Mark.
maybe.
Intentional grounding. Quarterback on the offense.
And that's not
That's a loss
good,
down.
Mark.
Third down.
If you take a look at the explanation, it might take him out of field goal range.
Yeah, that's a loss of down and spotted at the point of the foul, which is way back at the 29, a loss of 9 yards.
The scoreboard has 2nd and 19, but the sidelines have a 3rd down marker up.
Yeah, it was a loss of down penalty. So here's a lateral to the right side. This is caught and run up by Bazan all the way up to the 25, a gain of 4 on the play. And it'll bring up 4th down.
Expect a timeout. Last timeout of the game of the half for the Lobos. Well, these last 2-3 minutes, they've taken a long time.
Yeah, 4th down now. Clock is running at 20 seconds left. They might decide to just call a timeout, which would be their last one, and bring on the field goal unit.
I would have to say, since they didn't use the timeout, they're going to give this kid an opportunity. He's got a great leg. It'd be something like 42 yards.
saw a timeout called by La Jolla Palmview with 1 second left. They'll bring on the field goal unit facing a 4th and 15 here. And that'll be the last play of the first half. Let's see, ball is spotted at the 25, which would be about a 42-yard field goal from right there. We'll see where the holder lines up when they come back out. We know Rios, that's within his range. He was hitting those in practice in the warm-ups before the game started tonight. 17-0 our score. Hoya Palmview led 7-0 after 1 quarter. They've scored 10 points here in the second, trying to make it 13.
And that's the difference between a team, Mark, that's 3-0 versus a team that hasn't won, 0-3. What happens is one team is making plays. One team is playing better football. They're not hurting themselves with turnovers. They're executing. Today, the Warriors have had a lot of opportunities, missed opportunities, some passes that have been dropped, bad penalties at the wrong time, and of course a turnover. They're going to go for it.
Yeah, looks like they're going to actually do a play here. They're going to throw it up for the end zone. 3 receivers left side. They're going to throw this right side, and this is going to be intercepted by Rowe. This is returnable, and then brought down. That'll be the end of the half. Interception there by 13, Sebastian Islas. And the Warriors produced their first turnover of the evening on the last play of the first half. So they hold the Lobos there, but it's the Lobos who dominate most of the first half and lead 17-0 here at the end of the first half. We're going to keep it here as we have a kick here for a chance to win $100. One of our educators will be the head custodian for Nikki Rowe High School. Have the kick. This is going to be from the goal line. Usually it's from the 2-yard line, so you're giving her a little bit of an extra chance here. This is our head custodian for Nikki Rowe. Her name is Anna. Here she goes. Chance for $100. Oh, not quite.
Nice try. How about a hand for Anna?
Let us still congratulate her. And Performance Therapeutics, by the way, sponsors that halftime kick. And they support our educators. We appreciate their support of all our educators here at McAllen ISD. You see the principal out there, Mr. Gutierrez, there in the green shirt. Dr. Albert Canales in the white shirt. He's our head of human resources for McAllen ISD. Appreciate his support out there of all our educators, and we appreciate Performance Therapeutics as well. We're going to have a look at the Lobos dancers, along with the Lobos band, and then the Nikki Rowe dancers, the tiaras, and their Nikki Rowe band. All that coming up here at halftime, and we'll see you on the other side.
Destiny Duncan. Gabriela Chavero. Alicia Rios.
The Tiaras would like to recognize the Veteran Tiara of the Week, Areli Trevino. The Rookie Tiara of the Week, Giselle Hernandez. The Tiaras will now perform a prom routine to the song entitled, Don't Stop the Party.
The Nikki Rowe Tiaras extend a sincere appreciation to Very Own Diamonds Dance Team and their sponsor, Ms. Lynette Orsini, for joining us at tonight's game. The Mighty Warrior Band will now perform a portion of the Christian show entitled Persephone. The show opens with a light, fresh, musical, and visual tone evocative of spring and youth. The twisting darkness of the melodic motif of Mount and Bald Mountain suggests the approachment of darkness on the scene, culminating in the effect.
Not too much.
The second movement is somber, suggesting the fall of the mountain, but ultimately resumed as expressed by both people. We will be performing part 1 and part 2 for you this evening.
We proudly present the Nikki Rowe High School Mighty Warrior Marching Band and Persephone. administration, community members, band parents, band boosters, and sponsors of the Nikki Rowe High School Band. Thank you, Warrior Nation, for all your outstanding support. An extra special thanks to our Central Administration for their continued and tireless support of our community. The Warrior Band would like to wish the Palmview Lobo Band the best of luck in the preparations for the concert season and preparations for Pigskin. Thank you, Warrior Nation, for your kind attention. Each and every one of you have made this a big game of the week to remember. The Lobos and Warriors have been competing in a fierce blizzard battle. Now it's time to find out who won the battle and bragging rights for the rest of the school year. And the blizzard battle champion is the Nikki Rowe Warriors. Congratulations to the Warriors and all to the Rowe fans in the stands. F&B brands have also been like to announce that both participating schools will be receiving a $500 scholarship check for their participation. From F&B brands and Dairy Queen, thank you so much for participating in the Battle of the Blizzard. Here come the Little Warriors. How about a hand for our Little Warriors? And Warrior Nation, get on your feet. Here come the Mighty Warriors. For just $40, your child can become a Little Warrior.
All right, there we see the Little Warriors around the Big Warriors running down the field, getting ready to start the second half here. And you saw the group posing for the group photo on the sideline. That was the Battle of the Blizzards, sponsored by Dairy Queen. We appreciate Dairy Queen for all their support of McAllen ISD. And there was a Battle of the Blizzard this week between La Jolla Palmview and Nikki Rowe. And Nikki Rowe ended up winning. Not sure how they measured that exactly, but Nikki Rowe ended up winning. And Dairy Queen presenting a check for $500 to Nikki Rowe High School. We saw the presentation there to the principal, Mr. Alfredo Gutierrez at Nikki Rowe, and so congratulations to them. There we see the moon there, beautiful moon tonight. Ooh, kind of a orangey moon out there, almost a full moon. Had a full moon just a couple of days ago. Now it begins to wane and it'll start anew once again, but always cool to see the close-ups of the moon.
And of course DQ, we know this is the DQ fan field.
Here's the kickoff, received at the 5s. The Lobos have it first here in the third quarter. Running this all the way up to the 27-yard line. Lobos up 17-0 off a 1-yard quarterback sneak by Esparza. And then Esparza threw a touchdown pass of 59 yards to Novato. Those are the two touchdowns. They also had in between a 28-yard field goal. And they lead 17-0 here as we start the second half.
And Mark, 17-0 is just the start of the second half. The Warriors can make this a game. They just got to start now, get a defensive stop. Remember, the Warriors looked kind of like this in the last game. They were kind of flat, and all of a sudden they took it into overtime.
Quarterback is Esparza, hands off on first down. There's a run up to about the 29-yard line. That was Chapa on the carry.
Number 85.
Carry up to the 29, so a gain of 2 on the play.
Gain of 2 brings up second down 8. Your line of scrimmage.
Total yards in the first half. 125 total yards for Palmview. For Rowe, 58 total yards. Rowe also had 2 turnovers plus 2 other turnovers on downs. Palmview up 17-0. Handoff on 2nd down. The Warriors all over that. That was Bazan on the carry. He was brought down by, looks like Ramos, the linebacker. Ramos.
The Warriors have done a good job on Bazan, not allowing him to get outside the hash mark. So here's a big 3rd and 8.
And no gain on that last play. Lobos 2 for 6 on 3rd down, facing a 3rd down and 8 here.
And the hard part of coaching when you're up 17-0, you take it, but how do you keep your players motivated and inspired that you still have a 3rd and 4th quarter to go? There you go.
Oh my goodness, fumble.
I thought he was down by contact. Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to say the ball was declared down, but still a big defensive play there for Nikki Rowe and a loss of a lot of yards. As the ball is all the way back to the 16-yard line, a loss of 13 on the play.
Okay, so your defense came up with a big stop, and now it's time for the offense. That's why it's a team game. And of course, the special teams here, the Warriors should get the ball close to the 50-yard line. Give their offense a great scoring opportunity.
Here's a, punt almost blocked as the Rowe was putting on the pressure. This takes a big Lobos roll, though.
And now there's a flag, Mark. Very late.
All the way to the 49-yard line. You say a flag over by where the punter is?
Yes. I mean, we're talking the ball was already bouncing all over the place. And here's an explanation.
Goes Jim, penalty flag on the field.
It depends on what kind of penalty.
Defense. That's 5 yards, still 4th down.
It's a 5-yard penalty, Mark. But the Warriors are going to get the ball about the 42-yard line because it was not a good punt. So let's see how much. I mean, earlier
to the kicker there.
Yeah, but earlier in the first half, there was a couple of even hits that were harder that were not penalized. Warriors will retain possession, but they were going to get it at about the 42-yard line in their own territory, so we'll see how much that penalty is going to really cost them.
5-yard mark off.
Yeah, it's just running into the kicker, which is 5 yards, and not an automatic first down, versus roughing the kicker, which would be 15 and an automatic first. This was the lighter of the two.
Back to receive.
Timeout, La Jolla.
Timeout.
You calling timeout.
On the field.
Timeout by the Lobos here, 17-0. They are up early in the 3rd quarter. So we'll take a break. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
To be or not to be? That is the question. Line? Hello? Hello?
Attendance today, success tomorrow. Attendance matters.
And welcome back here on Football Night at McAllen ISD. Mark May with Mario Reyna, the rest of our MITV award-winning broadcast crew. 17-0 our score here with 9:38 to play in the 3rd quarter. 5-yard penalty mark off against the Warriors, and I believe the Lobos will be punting once more.
Coach Robert Flores is trying to get an explanation on that.
Got an explanation to be provided by the head official there to Coach Robert Flores.
The other coach, hey, I want to hear what's going on. You're going to be talking to them, to my opponent. I want to know what's going on. So now it looks like the penalty is going to be declined. Let's see what he has to say.
That's the way you run 44 yards, baby.
We have running into the kicker by the defense. That penalty declined. It'll be McAllen's ball at the 49. First down. There will be no charge timeout on La Jolla.
Okay, so that's why the La Jolla coach called timeout. Mark, he wanted an explanation, but he didn't take the penalty because maybe he was afraid that there could be a problem.
Yes, they declined it, so Rowe gets the ball at their own 49-yard line, 9:38 to go after the penalty was declined. Here's a first down, handoff right to the left side. It's going to be bottled up at the line of scrimmage, no gain there. And to bring up second down and 10 now for the Warriors. Clock under 9.5 to play here in the third quarter. Actually, they're going to give the Warriors credit for 1 yard there.
And also give credit to the Lobo defense, and they've done a very good job. That's defensive coordinator Mark Villalon.
New quarterback in there. That's Boteo. Boteo started the game, then they had Munoz take over for the bulk of the first half. Now it's Boteo back there under center. Boteo running this one forward across into Lobo territory all the way to the 42-yard line, bring 1 yard short.
Good hard running by Boteo. We talked about Boteo. He is a quarterback, but he's also almost like a running back.
Play receiver as well. Handoff Ansel Dua. Ansel Dua has the first down for the Warriors all the way to the 38-yard line. They'll move the chains after a 4-yard pickup.
It's a good start for the Warrior offense, but we've seen this already in a couple of games and also here tonight. But can they keep it going?
So first and 10. Boteo hands us off. Ansel Dua bowls his way forward, then a second effort gets him across the 35 to the Lobo 34. It's a gain of 4 on the play.
We know Boteo can run. He's a dual threat. He came into this game with 108 yards rushing.
Second down and 6. Boteo to throw this one. This is caught. This is Castillo. Castillo, this first catch is across the 30 all the way down to the 26-yard line. That should be another first down now for the Warriors. Now the Warriors with their longest sustained drive of the evening.
Castillo has to feel good about that because he's proven last year, this year, he's a good receiver, but he had a couple of drops in the first half.
This is Boteo going to keep it right side, has room, picks up some blocks, and he has the first down. So the Warriors now inside the 20, all the way down to the 11-yard line. Gain of 15 on that play.
Boy, Boteo ran very motivated and inspired. We're going to have a timeout, an injury timeout. Look at that run, Mark. He found the opening, he determined. Exactly what Coach Robert Flores needs. They can get on the board. I mean, that makes it interesting.
Both teams have 7 first downs in this game as defenses seem to reign supreme in the first half. Palmview getting a couple of turnovers that led to their 17-0 lead.
It's not surprising that the Warriors are moving the ball. They're very capable. It's just the mistakes that they make. Either they get a penalty or they're not catching the passes where receivers are open, but maybe that's just a thing of the past.
So first and 10, Warriors have the ball at the spot technically at the 10-yard line, so it's actually first and goal here. I thought they were at the 11. Actually at the 10, so first and goal. Boteo wants to tuck this and run it. Trying to bounce it outside. He does at the 5, and touchdown! Boteo goes in from 10 yards out, and the Warriors are on the board. And Warrior Nation has come to life here in the third quarter.
And Mark, that didn't look like it was going to go for a touchdown, but Boteo did a good job. Take a look at the replay. He set up the defender like he was going to cut upfield, but it was just a setup, and then when he decided to turn it up with his quickness, he did, and he moved his legs, and touchdown.
Here's the extra point try, is certainly long enough, and it's good by the kicker, Santi Nunez. And the score now 17-7 with 7:12 left to play in the third quarter. Let's take another look at this touchdown run by Boteo.
There, Mark. That little hesitation froze all the defenders. Great move.
17-7 our score. We'll be back with more football night in McAllen ISD.
Hey, ready. To go. Hey, where's he at?
Not here today, man. Attendance today, success tomorrow. Attendance matters.
And welcome back here. 7:12 to play in the third quarter. 17-7 our score. Lobos still lead, but the Warriors on the board, still with plenty of time left. Got a quarter and a half of football to go here. 2-score lead at the moment for the Lobos. By the way, Mackay's leading La Jolla Juarez Lincoln 53-7 midway through the fourth quarter. McAllen Memorial was way ahead of Rio Grande City. Those two on their way to a win tonight. Rowe trying to generate a comeback here that would make it 3 for 3 for the McAllen teams. We've got a live cut-in here looking at the Juarez Lincoln Mackay football game. Mackay in the white on defense right now. So about 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter there. You can see the score is 53-7.
Good job on the defensive side on that kick. Return. Ricardo Valencia in on the tackle.
Nice live look in there. Yeah, 1st and 10 for the Lobos here at the 32-yard line. And this one is going to actually end up losing yardage. They tried to reverse field, and the Warriors were not having it.
So thanks to the Warriors defense in the last possession, they came up with a big stop. Looks like the Warriors came out a little bit more inspired and more motivated. I would like to know what Coach Robert Flores told his players at halftime.
So 2nd down and 10. Lobos running this straight ahead. It's Bazan on the carry. That gets all the way up to the 34-yard line. Gain of 2. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
In a 3rd and 8 situation, sometimes teams have a tendency to start becoming too conservative. And we'll see if that's what the Lobos are going to do. If they run the ball, they're getting conservative. But if they put it up in the air, they understand that they got to go get those first downs.
Pass by Esparza. This is caught by Joe Esparza, who turns, has a 1st down, all the way down into road territory now, all the way to about the 43-yard line. About 23 yards on that pickup.
And that's how you win games right there, Mark, by not being conservative. You got to keep to your game plan. Excellent protection, excellent pass, and a couple of missed tackles. And big first down because the momentum was on the road side. In on the tackle for the Warriors. That is Carlos Torres.
Yeah, Torres having a good night. It's a gain of 1 there by Hoya.
And now it looks like the Warriors are trying to figure out, or starting to figure out, the Lobo offense. They've stopped a couple of runs for hardly any gain.
Also a good hand on that play by Alejandro Bosada. So 2nd down and 9 now for the Lobos. Clock is at 4.5 to play in the third quarter. Bazan to the 41-yard line. A gain of just 1 there, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
And that's what the Warrior defense did in the last possession. They were able to make it a 3rd and long, but they weren't able to stop the pass. So you got to believe that here comes the pass. They got to put some pressure on the quarterback. That's where it all starts. And we'll see if defensive coordinator Robert Bocanegra is going to throw a couple of blitz.
Under 4 minutes left here in the third. Clock running. Third down and long. Esparza back to throw, going over the middle, trying to hit Joe Esparza. Incomplete. Good coverage on the play by Nomad Aguirre. And to bring up fourth down.
It appears like the Lobos will be punting in an effort to try to pin down the Warriors way, way back deep in their own territory. That pass, it was slightly overthrown. Good job by number 27, Nomar Aguirre.
The punting unit on. Field at the 5-yard line by the Warriors. Warriors running it all the way out to the 15-yard line, so the Warriors will have another possession here, trailing 17-7 with 3:32 to go in quarter number 3. Time now for the Smile Cam. Actually, we're going to keep it here for a little bit because we've got an official's timeout. So we'll have the Smile Cam shortly. An official's timeout at the moment. The score 17-7 in favor of Palmview. Warriors have the ball at the 15-yard line. Again, 3:32 to play here in the quarter number 3. Game started about 45 minutes late because of a lightning delay. You see a sticker there on the back of the one Warriors helmet. That's for Don De La Cruz, their teammate who sadly passed away shortly before the season began. Tragic accident.
What a player he was, Mark.
Yeah, leading tackler from last year and everything. One of their leaders in the locker room.
He was all over the field.
And of course, he wore number 29, as we saw the number 29 there in that sticker. First and 10 here for the Warriors. And the Warriors trying to run this. Ligues has nowhere to go. So he got hit in the backfield and is going to be hit for a loss of a yard. Bring up second down and 11 now.
He doesn't get credit for the tackle by number 20. Kiel Acosta did a good job of forcing first contact. He did not allow Ligues to break into the outside.
Mateo scrambling. Oh, and then incomplete, was trying to get it to his teammate. That would be Nieves, and Nieves unable to hang on. And being up third down and 11.
Even though that ball wasn't caught, it's tough because it could have been, it's a third and 11. If the ball is caught, it's probably like a 3rd and 5. Those are big yards.
Here's Boteo throwing it over the middle and incomplete. Had a man there breaking open. It looked like Nieves again on a post route. And just unable to make the connection. And it'll bring up fourth down with 2:57 to go in the third.
Boy, that would have been a big play, Mark.
Oh, I think it may have just been tipped at the last moment.
Number 19 did a good job right there. Maximiliano Solis.
Yeah, Solis, he's the one who recovered a fumble or had an interception earlier in the game. You might remember. That set up Palmview's first touchdown.
He saved a big play.
And I wonder if Nieves did not maybe pull something in his leg, as you saw him kind of pull up there a little bit with his bouncing, protecting his right leg. So we'll keep an eye on him.
That's 5 yards. Still fourth down.
A little disorganized right there. The Warriors had some players coming in late and cost them 5 yards. So that's really going to give another 5 yards to Palmview, and then they're going to get very good field position.
Punting from the end zone now. It's a really good punt here.
Oh, wow.
Called for. It goes over the would-be punter's head. Now he can't return that because he'd already signaled fair catch. And Rowe is able to down it way back at the 30-yard line. Time now for the smile cam. We're going to have the smile cam here at DQ Fan Field.
That was a 50-plus punt. Excellent. Anybody smiling out there, Mark?
That punt went 61 yards.
Oh.
That was outstanding.
Exactly what the Warriors really needed.
And so Lobos first and 10, their own 30. See what they do here. Here's Esparza running left. Able to turn the corner, but then is brought down after a good gain all the way up to the 37-yard line. A gain of 7 on the play and bring up second and short.
That play didn't look like he was going to get anything, but it's almost how Dale did it. The quarterback faked like he was going to run up, and all of a sudden was able to get outside the hash marks. Good 7-yard gain.
Aaron Hernandez on the tackle. And second down and 3. And quarterback trying to run this one. It's Martinez who's in there. Martinez brought down by Bosada.
That's a big play by Bosada. No gain, actually. They lost 2 yards, Mark.
Yeah, 2-yard loss.
Anytime you have a second and 3, you think it's going to be an easy first down.
Minute 45 to go in the third quarter. Clock is running.
Bosada doing a good job of beating the offensive line.
Three for 9 on third down are the Lobos. Here's a reverse, but the ball comes loose. Esparza trying to pick it up and does, but he's going to lose a ton of yards all the way back to the 21-yard line.
He's lucky, Mark, that when he was trying to pick it up, that he didn't fumble again. That's a big break for the Warrior defense. Right there, he should have just fallen on it. He just got lucky. Who was on top of him right away, Mark?
Let's see, I want to say
John Salazar.
Number 50, John Salazar, yes.
Yeah, excuse me, it was Mario Blanco that recovered the fumble.
It's a loss of 12 on the play, back to the 23-yard line.
No wonder MITV did a profile on Salazar. He's having a great game.
And we've got a timeout by La Jolla Palmview. That'll leave them with one timeout left in this quarter. We're going to take a break. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD. It's Palmview up 17-7.
In South Texas, we know family is everything. That's why at South Texas Health System Clinics, we focus on providing exceptional care for generations of patients. Our family practices offer a wide range of services for every member of your family, from infants to seniors. Our experienced physicians take the time to listen and provide personalized care, ensuring the health and well-being of your family for years to come. At South Texas Health System Clinics, we're dedicated to keeping families healthy and happy. We are here for you every step of the way.
All right, punting unit out there for the Lobos. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. This is high. We're going to be returnable. Going to be fielded by Castillo at the 50-yard line. Runs across over to the right side and ends up at about the Lobo territory at about the 44-yard line.
Man, things have really changed here, Mark, when the Rowe Warriors were like at their own deep in their own territory. And they had that big 61-yard punt.
Yeah,
that's huge. And the defense comes up with a big stop because of a bad snap. And you would think that the Warriors would have this golden opportunity at their own 42-yard line. Not too many yards to go to put some points on the board.
Got 23 seconds left, probably the last play of the third quarter here. And this is Boteo. Boteo going to bounce it outside. Tries to get toward the sideline. Has close to a first down. Going to be about a couple yards short. That should be the last play of the third quarter.
Boteo, man, he's playing well now, Mark. Using his legs. Very quick. Tackled by number 19, Maximiliano Solis.
9-yard pickup there, so it'll be 2nd down and 1 when we come back. Fourth quarter beckons. Rowe on the move. They're in Lobos territory as they trail 17-7 as we head to the fourth. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD. And welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter here. Game that started late as a result of a lightning delay has had some thunderbolts itself. A 17-7 our score. Here's the Warriors. Ansel Dua on the run on 2nd and short. Picks up the first down as he rambles across 30 to about the 28-yard line, a gain of 5.
Now the blocking is really starting to come out. So yeah, in that third quarter, Mark, it looked like Rowe came out and played like there was a sense of urgency, like they needed to get things done, and Palmview was playing a little flat, too relaxed.
This is a drop pass here, dropped by Nieves.
I think that ball bounced in, no, Mark? Looked like
oh, you might be right there. Ball came in short.
So the Warriors are just, no, Mark, you got that one right. The Warriors are just one big play away from really making it interesting.
And here on 2nd down and 10, Boteo to keep it. And runs, gets to about the 26. It's a gain of 2 on the play.
Do you have the passing stats for the Warriors, Mark?
7 for 18, 45 yards.
Yeah, a lot of drop passes. But the plays have been there. So this is a passing down, 3rd and 8. The plays have been there. They just have to execute.
So on 3rd down, here's a pass over to, looks like Castillo with the catch, but the Lobos all over that one.
They got lucky that that ball wasn't intercepted because Osbel Flores, the junior defensive back, he read it right away. He kept his eyes on quarterback Mateo, and he was there. With a 4th and 11, pretty much Coach Flores has no choice but to go for it. There's no way you can punt it here.
So 4th down and 11. Warriors will go for this. Boteo back to throw, has time. Now in trouble, running for his life, tries to get rid of it. And I think they're going to rule that an incomplete pass.
Is that intentional grounding? It won't matter anyway because it's 4th down.
Yeah, it would have been a loss of down penalty, and it'd be the Lobos' ball either way. So with 10:17 to go here in the fourth quarter, the Lobos will take over on downs.
And back to the inconsistency for the Warriors. Man, they had a golden opportunity there. Did not take advantage of it. Here's where the Warrior defense, they need to create a turnover because if the Palmview Lobo offense gets clicking and takes some time off the 10-17 mark, the Warriors are going to be in trouble.
Got a wing left. Now we've got a flag down. This is going to be against the offense. first and 15 now, ball at the 24-yard line. Lobo's going to fake the handoff. Bootleg right side. Short pass is caught by, look like 22 Chapa.
Not much gain there. And the big deal here, Mark, is that it stops the clock.
Might have been a flag down. Or they're going to say he was actually caught it out of bounds, so it's going to be an incomplete pass.
So it's even better for the Warriors. No yards gained, plus it stops the clock.
Yeah, 10:08 to go.
How are the other McAllen schools doing, Mark?
Yeah, we got Mackay and Memorial, both winners. And here's La Jolla running the ball out to the left side, out at about the 32-yard line. Got the penalty yardage back, but it'll be third down and long. Yeah, the Memorial Mustangs defeating Rio Grande City 42-0. And then a 53-7 win for Mackay over La Jolla Juarez Lincoln.
That big guy in front, Mark, I wouldn't have wanted to be in front of him when he was blocking. Get out of the way. If I was a linebacker, he's a big guy.
Those were both district openers. So the Mustangs and Bulldogs now 1-0 in District 16 5A, Division 1. There we see the lone
She's still going
flag
at it.
corps member still going. Yeah, we saw that in the first half.
You gotta have a lot of endurance to do that.
Dedicated Lobo fan there. We got a timeout on the field right now. This is an official's timeout. 17-7 our score. We've had touchdowns for Palmview by the quarterback Esparza. He also threw a touchdown to Novato. It was 59 yards. They had a 28-yard field goal as well by Rios. And then for Rowe, it was Boteo with a 10-yard run for a touchdown.
Well, last time the Lobos had a 3rd and long, they did put it in the air and they got their first down.
Yeah, Lobos 3 for 10 on 3rd down this evening.
We'll see if offensive coordinator Pedro Esparza is going to put it up in the air. The key here is to put some pressure on the Lobo quarterback.
So see what they do here. Warriors will rush 4. 3-step drop's going to let this one go. And this is broken up by Islas. Islas able to break that up. It was intended for Novato, who had caught that big touchdown pass back in the late first half.
Islas did a good job to recover, Mark, because there was kind of like that little fake that they were going to make a throw, and he didn't bite on it. He almost intercepted that ball too.
So punting unit is out there for the Lobos. They get this one off. This won't be, might be returnable. Let's see. Rowe's going to pick this up at the 15-yard line and get it out to about the 19. So they'll start from there. Warriors have 9:16 to work with. Mind you, they're still down 2 scores. So they need to score on this drive and get the ball back.
Yep, it's getting to that point in the game that
you're running out of possessions.
You got to do something. Of course, if they can score, that could, you know, the Lobos could get a little bit of nerves on their side and create some mistakes.
Man goes in motion. Going to hand off to him on an end around here. It's Castillo. Castillo fighting, ends up losing some yards back to the 16.
You know, all night long, the Lobo defense has done a wonderful job. It's making it harder, or making it harder to Warriors.
Boteo's pass is caught and stepped out of bounds around the 25-yard line. That was Landon Benetta with his first catch tonight. This is going to bring up 3rd down at about 8.
Yeah, unfortunately, he stepped out of bounds. he does it, he gets a good 7, maybe 6 or 7 yards. Just maybe even a first down, but it's just too bad that he stepped out of bounds.
I did pick up 6, but it's 3rd and 8 now. Could be 4-down territory as Boteo rolls out. This is caught. Good catch by Nieves. Nieves fights his way forward and has the first down before he's pushed out of bounds.
That's what the Warriors needed. Nieves, man, he showed good hands there. Check out the catch, Mark.
Yeah, look at this
Those
again.
hands.
Yeah, great catch.
Ball that was up there.
They're near the sideline, and great catch there by our sideline camera as well. And here on 1st and 10, pass over to the left side now. This is Castillo with it, up to about the 30-yard line.
And you know, if people are asking, well, why are they making those short passes that are not getting any yards? But when you give your playmakers an opportunity, just like that, they can break it for big yardage.
Well, that pass was complete. Another one by Rowe, close to a first down. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 2 yards. So they get it all out to the 37.
Castillo on that catch. For maybe a quarterback keeper.
See what they do here on 3rd down and 2. Boteo wants to run this. Crosses, first down, flag is down. As he keeps on going, has the first down, but hold everything. We'll see what that flag is about. It's over near the line of scrimmage on the far side of the field. Usually indicates a hold.
That's going to be a huge penalty if it is a hold. The official is talking to Coach Flores.
Offside on the defense. That penalty decline. First down.
That's a huge break. Not really a break, but it's good that it wasn't against the Warriors because now they're close to the 50-yard line.
Hand off here. This is Liguez. Liguez has room all the way into Lobo territory. He has a first down up to the 41-yard line.
Now see, we see that from time to time from the Warriors, but it's just not the consistent. Now they're getting it going, Mark. Good blocking right up the middle.
The Warriors have converted 2 third downs here on this drive. Here's a quick pass. This is Castillo. Castillo across the 35 to about the 33-yard line, and it's a gain of 8 on the play.
This offense is not easy to run. It's a lot of rhythm. Just putting the defense on their toes. But that's what we're talking about, those short passes, Mark.
6.5 minutes left. Here's Liguez. Liguez across the 30 to about the 29-yard line, a gain of 4.
Should be another first down.
Puts the Warriors over 100 yards rushing now for the game. They've got another first down.
It's about 6 minutes to go in the quarter in the game.
Again, down 2 scores, trying to set up the screen here, and they've got it set up. Here it is, Liguez. Liguez all the way across the 25 to about the 20-yard line. He's going to gain 9 on that play.
That was a solid call. Excellent, because you know the Lobo defense has been very aggressive. Very well executed. Good pass, good catch. And now, because of those 3 first downs in a row, 4, almost taking time out. That actually helps the Warriors, Mark, because it stops the clock.
It does. Yeah, let's take a break. 17-7 our score. And we'll be back in a moment.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow.
Creating more jobs.
And more opportunities for all of us.
Working together.
Together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
And we're back at second down and inches here for the Warriors, who are driving with 5:51 left in the game.
I'd like to see the Warriors just throw it into the end zone. It's almost like a free down.
They hand this off. This is Liguez. Liguez, big hole up the middle.
Oh!
And it's a touchdown. How about that one, Mario?
How about that?
They got the touchdown right there. And still plenty of time left. 5:44 left on the clock. And the biggest run of the night for Liguez as he goes all the way, 21 yards for the touchdown.
Definitely the momentum on the Rowe side. It all started with that big stop right out when the third quarter started. Trying to get that momentum a little bit on the Warrior side, and the Warriors controlled the third quarter.
And here's a chance for the Warriors to pull to within one score. Kick is up and away and good. Extra point good. It's now 17-14 with 5:44 to go. Here's another look at the touchdown. And I guess he saw that little hesitation. He saw the seam, burst right up the middle for 20 yards and the touchdown. Time now for the fan cam as the Warriors trail 17-14.
Fan that's always happy.
Here's the kickoff, fielded by the Lobos. So they run this across the 30, back to the up to the 33-yard line. A good field position there. 5:40 to go. Warriors have all three of their timeouts. Lobos down to one timeout.
We know the game is always about adjustments, Mark, but one thing that has happened to the Lobos is that those big runs that we're having in the first half, they're not happening now.
Yeah, the Warrior defense certainly adjusted there at halftime. Warriors were down 17-0 at one point, now trail 17-14. Handoff straight ahead by the Lobos. Good yardage here. A lot of that came on second effort. The run by 24, Christian Martinez.
Hard run by Martinez. He really should have gotten all these yards. He gained like an additional 3 after contact.
Yeah, 6 yards in total. It'll be second down and 4. Clock running at 5:15 left in the fourth quarter. Warriors have down 17-0 at one point. Now trail by only a field goal. Handoff Bazan. Bazan hit behind the line of scrimmage and will go no further. He gets up to the 40-yard line and turns second and 4 to third and 3.
Right now the game's all about who's going to win in the trenches. And so Lasada was in there right away. So it's a 3rd and 3. You can throw the ball. But I don't know they will, Mark, because here in the second half, the Lobos just played a little bit too conservative, maybe.
So 3rd down and 3, 4:15 to go. Big play here. Handoff straight ahead.
He stopped him.
Yeah, and it looks like they've got him stopped. So he had second effort all the way to about the 38. That'll be 1 yard shy of the first down. Excuse me, the 42. And it'll be 1 yard shy of the first down, bring up 4th down.
So right now, 4th and 1 at their own 40. This is where you know if you have that special lineman that can win in the trenches, Mark. But it looks like the Lobos are going to go for it. Or at least they're going to try to go for it. You know, sometimes they try to see if they get the defense a little anxious and they come out and get a penalty. Here we go.
Are they going to do that tush push again? Warriors ready for it. Oh, the ball
Dropped
came
it.
loose.
He dropped
Ball
it, Mark.
came loose. Esparza falls on it. I think the Lobos have it, but either way, it's going to be Warrior football.
It's Warrior ball.
He's short of the first down.
And the other thing you can't. He stopped them, Mark.
Yep, Warrior football. Warriors have it. And look at them celebrate.
They should.
Saw Coach Bocanegra, the defensive coordinator, over there in the middle of your screen there, getting all excited. And look at that. Yeah, the whole defense coming through big time there with a huge, huge stop.
And now with the Warrior offense being a little bit more confident that they've been getting their first downs and putting 2 touchdowns on the board. Momentum, it's right there for the game to be won by the Warriors if they execute.
So 1st and 10 in Lobo territory. Here's Boteo trying to bounce this outside. Picks up some blocks, has a first down. All the way down near the 30-yard line. The Warriors have enough time still. All 3 of their timeouts. Didn't have to use a single timeout on that last possession by the Lobos.
There's no need for them to be in a hurry. 3 minutes and 10 seconds, like you said, Mark, and 3 timeouts. They can take their time.
Here's a big handoff here. This is Liguez right up the middle. Last time he carried it, had a touchdown run. This one almost goes the distance, all the way down to the 11-yard line. A 19-yard pickup.
And that was just like the last play. Running up the middle, the blocking has started to open up.
We're under 3 minutes to go now. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Actually has spotted Liguez down at the 12. Either way, a first down. Big 22-yard burst. Pass to Castillo, flanker screen. Goes around, he's at the 10, he's at the 5. He's down near the goal line. They're gonna spot him down, I think, at around the 2. No, they're gonna spot him at the 1. It'll be 1st and goal.
And Mark, once this Warrior offense gets clicking, it's a thing of beauty. Now they're getting the big yards. Now the defense for the Lobos is like, what is happening? It was easy to stop them in the first half, and now it's not. But here's where the Warriors have to execute. They have to avoid the penalty. I think the Warriors are probably going to call timeout. There's just a lot of little things going back and forth. Do they have enough time, Mark? The clock, play clock?
Play clock's down to 6 seconds as they just now sprint to the line of scrimmage. They should be able to get the play off in time. Or are they going to call time?
Call timeout.
They do call timeout. So Warriors use their first timeout.
McAllen. First timeout called in the second half.
Using their first timeout here with just over 2 minutes left to play. An unbelievable turn of events here in this second half. Mind you, it was 17-0 at the end of the first half. And it's been all Warriors here in the second half.
Our superintendent, Dr. Renee Gutierrez, our athletic director, Brian McClain, your principal, Mr. Gutierrez, would like to wish everybody in attendance a safe trip back home.
(17-14) the score here. Boteo and Liguez have scored here in the second half for the Warriors. See what happens here. 1st and goal from the 1. This is for the lead. Warriors haven't led all night. Snap to Boteo, handoff, Liguez, straight ahead, touchdown, Warriors in front. Warriors in front for the first time all night with a minute 47 to go. Can you believe this turn of events?
And I guess the Warriors just need to get to the 3rd and 4th quarter when they play a lot better, Mark. But we talked coming back at the beginning of the 3rd quarter, 17-0, not a big deal. But certain things needed to happen. The first thing that happened was a big defensive stop. And then the second thing that happened, the Warrior offense started getting into their rhythm.
Here's the extra point, trying to make it a 4-point game.
Big.
And it's good.
Now you can't just kick a field goal to tie the game.
Now, yep, 21-17 our score now with 1:47 to go. And here's another look at the touchdown there by Liguez. Goes in for the score, his second score of the night, and puts the Warriors in front 21-17 with under 2 minutes to go. We'll be right back for the conclusion here on Football Night in McAllen ISD.
The Seams Back to School sale is your perfect way to win. 6 weeks of perfect attendance earn students a chance to win a new car from Seams. And any student is $500 off MSRP at Seams McAllen Ford, or always online at SeamsMcAllenFord.com. Drive local, drive Seams.
Yep, 21-17. Warriors were down 17-0 at halftime, have outscored the Lobos 21-0. Now, Lobos are known for barking at the moon, but they need to bark up some offense now as they trail by 4. And then a player falls down, his knee touched. He's going to be down at the 8.
Down.
Caught the ball and has slipped down. Once his knee touched, he's down. He'll be at the 8-yard line. The 1:44 to go.
Getting to know this team here, Mark. They just like to set you up in their first quarter, second quarter, and then they do their thing in the third and fourth. Yep.
So replay there, saw his knee slip down.
I saw you were blowing your whistle up here, Mark. Call the play dead.
I was blowing the whistle. 1:44 left to go here.
Well, here's where the
Lobos have one timeout.
Yeah, they need one more big stop, but they can win this game. But I like to know what Coach Robert Flores told his team at halftime.
Here's a quick pass. This is caught by Joe Esparza. Joe Esparza up to the 17-yard line. So, gain of 9 on the play. Our next game, by the way, for these two teams. Show that here in a second. We'll have our next webcast for you as well. There's another pass caught by Joe Esparza. Joe Esparza with the first down is able to wisely get out of bounds to stop the clock.
Well done by Esparza, saving the Lobos 8 timeout.
Here's our next games there. Rowe's going to be at La Jolla Juarez Lincoln next week. That'll be on a Thursday game. Then on Friday next week, it's Rio Grande City coming to La Jolla to take on Palmview. Next webcast will be the Memorial Mustangs, the Mission Eagles next Friday. It'll be the homecoming for the Mustangs. 1st and 10 here for the Lobos.
Oh,
and a big sack there. Ball comes loose. I think they're going to rule that the quarterback was down. They do rule him down at the 21-yard line, but it's a loss of 6 yards. Back to the 21, and we're now under a minute to play in the game. Still one timeout left for the Lobos. Lobos need a touchdown to regain the lead.
Clock is running.
Zon's going to stay in. He's going to pistol formation here. Esparza rolls out to his right. Fires behind Joe Esparza, and it's incomplete. Stops the clock with 40 seconds left.
Probably better for that pass not to be completed, Mark, because they would have got about 5 yards, but the clock would have run, so Palmview would have had to have called a timeout. You know, let's give credit to defensive coordinator Robert Panegra. He's called a good second half.
Indeed, yeah, his defense
Many
has
adjustments
pitched a shutout here in the second half. He needs to wear that big belt. Now here's Esparza running for his life. On 3rd and long, trying to keep himself eligible to throw a pass. Finally does at the end, just before to avoid the sack. And if it's going to bring up 4th down.
Is that a fumble or a pass?
They're actually going to give him, say he was down or something, because they're moving the ball up a couple of yards. Let's take another look at it here.
Yeah, he just, I don't know.
I think they're ruling him down, and they counted that as a fumble instead of a pass, and that's why gained about 2 yards, because of the spot of where the fumble went out of bounds.
Get ready. If the Warriors get a stop, let's get all cameras ready, folks, because everybody's going to go wild in the stands and the players.
4th down and 13. His first 4th down attempt all night. The second one for the Lobos. Here it's caught by Novato, and Novato is going to be real close to the first down. He needed the 37. He's right at the 37. I think they're going to count this as a first down.
They should measure it. No, it's a first down.
And the clock will start running again as they reset the chains. And quickly Esparza has to clock it to force second down.
Wow, Mark, what a pass. The Warriors were just about a half a yard from winning this game. So there's still a little hope there for the Lobos.
Just a sliver of hope here for La Jolla Palmview. Fans on both sides on their feet. Watching the final events here. 18 seconds left. It's second down and 10. Lobos still have their one timeout. Still 63 yards from the end zone right now. Here's Esparza, bootleg right. Trying to run it now. Is going to be tackled at the 40. Clock will continue to run. They'll be forced to burn their last timeout.
Have to. 11 seconds to go.
Yeah, time would have run out on them. So to bring up third down, and down in distance really doesn't matter anymore as we're down to 11 seconds. Really just time for 2 plays.
And Mark, because of how difficult this district is, this could come back and become the game that a team got into the playoffs.
Yeah, this could end up being, these two teams could both end up right around that 4th spot.
Exactly.
That 4th playoff spot, and the winner of this game, it would be a head-to-head decision. It would be the winner of this game that might push one of them through.
Well, one of the things you and I were talking at halftime, we were saying like what team is going to show up in the second half, because we saw a different team against Mercedes and against Harlingen South. And that team came, you know, it just never gave up. Time for 2 more plays, Mark.
Here's Esparza back to throw. Hits Joe Esparza in stride, trying to get out of bounds. He does. Picks up a first down as well. He's inside road territory. Clock stopped with 5 seconds left. And La Jolla, out of timeouts, will have a chance for one last play.
What they're trying to do is get at least 8 to 10 yards, and now maybe their quarterback has the arm to get it into the end zone and see if they can get some kind of a defensive penalty.
Yeah, they're 46 yards away. Warriors have some players as many as 25 yards off the ball. So they're playing a prevent defense. Esparza to throw, hit as he throws, deep over the middle, and it's incomplete. Ball game is over. Warriors have won it. How about that? A huge comeback. Down 17-0 at halftime. They come all the way back in the second half and win it 21-17. Warriors win it and take their district opener. They are unbeaten in district, and all 3 McAllen ISD teams come away with the victory here tonight.
This has to be a victory in the career of Robert Flores that he will never forget. I want to know, Mark, what did he tell them at halftime? Because it worked.
It did indeed. Well, final score of 21-17 as the Palmview shut out in the second half and outscored 21-0 in that second frame. 21-17 is the final. Warriors 1-0 in district play. Palmview had come into the game at 3-0, but they'll leave at 3-1. And Palmview, by the way, their touchdowns from their quarterback Esparza, and also a Esparza pass of 59 yards to Novato for their other touchdown. They also had a 28-yard field goal from Rios. The scoring for Rowe, they had 2 touchdowns by Ligues, and then their quarterback Boteo also ran for 1 score. So final score, Rowe 21, Palmview Lobos 17. For Mario Reyna, I'm Mark May, the rest of our MITV crew saying so long from DQ Fan Field. 21-17, Warriors win it. We'll see you next week when it's the Mission Eagles and the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. Good night for football night in McAllen ISD.